Hello, I'm Steve Shaw, National Coordinator of Football Officials and Secretary Rules Editor for the NCAA, and today we're presenting our final media video of the 2023 season, and we're going to be featuring game action from Week 13. Now, before we get into our plays, I want to read out on the impacts of our 3 timing rule changes for the season. In FBS, our game duration averaged 3 hours and 16 minutes, and that was down about 5 minutes from last year. We averaged 175 plays per game, and that was down about 4.5 plays per game from 2022. And 15.7% of our games went over 3.5 hours, but that's compared to 22% of our games going over 3.5 hours from last year, and that's a significant reduction and good for the game. FCS and Division II had similar reductions, but interestingly, in Division III, we did not implement the first down timing rule changes, and their plays actually went up about 1 play per game. They averaged 173 plays per game. This directionally hit what the Rules Committee wanted to do, but it's something we'll continue to talk about in the offseason. With that, let's get on into our plays. Our first play this week, the offense has 3rd and 8. The quarterback's going to drop back, steps up, and then he takes off running to make the first down, and he dives forward right near the line to gain, which is the 35-yard line. Now, we're going to mark the ball just short of the 35, and we can see that the quarterback is shaken up on the play. But replay is going to stop the game to review this hit for a possible targeting foul. And as we know, replay must confirm all aspects of targeting to make it a foul. And the first thing we notice here is the quarterback is a runner going head first, so he's definitely not defenseless. So the only type targeting we could have here would be a crown of the helmet targeting foul. Our first replay, the action is really blocked. And then the second replay we can see the defender zero lowering and leading with the head, but we still can't confirm the contact. Is it crown? But finally, the third replay we're going to get, zero clearly lowers his head, leads with his head, and attacks the quarterback with the crown of the helmet right into the side of the quarterback's head. We can confirm all aspects of targeting with this view, and zero is disqualified for the game. And since this is in the second half, zero will miss the first half of his team's next scheduled game. So either a postseason game, or if his team doesn't play in the postseason, it would carry over to the first game of next year. He would have to miss the first half of that game. Play 2, I want to talk about replay mechanics near the end of the half. And what we see here is we're late in the half. The offense has 1st and goal at the 1. The clock's running, and they snap it right about 12 seconds. The quarterback completes a quick pass out to his back in the flat. We get a big hit by the defender, and the ruling on the field is the runner was down just short of the goal line. Now, it's very tight. Replay knows they need to review this, but they're going to be patient here to see if the offense can get another snap off. And we see that the clock runs out before the offense can snap the ball. So replay then can stop everything to review the previous play. And that's appropriate because the ball has not next been put in play, so the previous play is still reviewable. Now, as we go back and take a look at the play, we see from the end zone angle that, number one, he stretches the ball out, and from this angle, we can't really tell. It's very tight, but we can't tell if it breaks the plane of the goal line. We get a great reverse angle, but we're really blocked out. We can't see the ball. And replay is going to cycle through all the views, and really there's no good view to determine if the ball ever broke the plane. So replay is going to have to let this ruling on the field stand short of the goal line. Now, mechanically, replay, they know they have to review this, but if they stop the game immediately here, it will advantage the offense by letting them have another play. So replay is to be patient, and if it appears the offense will get another snap off, then they can stop the game right then. But if the offense can't get another snap off, replay is patient, lets the clock expire, and then go into review. And like in this situation, if the play stands, then the half is over, as it should be. Play 3 is a try, and the offense is going to attempt a 2-point conversion. Now, the quarterback takes the snap, surveys the field from the pocket, he extends the play, continues to extend, and finally throws the ball back cross field, and it's caught by receiver number 8 for a successful 2-point play. Now, as we go back and take a look at the All 30 camera, we see that receiver number 8, he's going to go out of bounds, but he returns back in bounds and makes this catch. And we know an offensive player that goes out of bounds and returns in bounds during the down loses their eligibility, and they can't be the first to touch a legal forward pass. But the rule has an exception that if an originally eligible receiver goes out of bounds due to contact by an opponent and immediately returns in bounds, then they do not lose their eligibility. And that's what we see here. Clearly, the defender pushes number 8 out of bounds. He immediately returns into the field of play, catches the pass. It's a legal play, score 2 points for the offense. Play 4, we see the offense is snapping from the plus 26 going in. The quarterback's going to take the snap. He stands and surveys the field, moves to the right. Then he's going to come back all the way across the field to the left. He actually crosses the line of scrimmage, then retreats back behind the line and throws a pass downfield that is incomplete. Now we get a flag down from our line judge for an illegal forward pass. And as we see the quarterback, his entire body and the ball have crossed the neutral zone. And even though he retreats back behind the neutral zone to throw the pass, by rule, if it is thrown from in or behind the neutral zone after the ball carrier's entire body and the ball have been beyond the neutral zone, then it is a foul for an illegal forward pass. And this carries a 5-yard penalty from the spot of the foul, which is where he releases the pass, and includes a loss of down. Play 5, the offense has 4th and goal, and they're going to line up for a field goal attempt. Now, the kick is blocked. It's recovered by the kicker, number 18, behind the line. He can legally advance. He's hit. The ball comes out. It's going to be recovered by number 94 of the offense, and he's going to rumble into the end zone. Now, as we go back and take a look, we see that number 18, he recovers the kick. He's hit, and he's actually down before the ball comes out. The crew comes together. They're going to talk it through, and then they rule that number 18 was indeed down, and the ball goes over to the defense at that point. But here, even if it had been a fumble, it was 4th down, and we can't forget our 4th down fumble rule that states that when a 4th down fumble by Team A, the offense, is caught or recovered by another Team A player, the ball is dead, and if recovered beyond the spot of the fumble, the ball is returned back to the spot of the fumble. And since it was 4th down, the ball would have gone over to the defense at this point as well. So there was no way on this play that it was going to be a touchdown for the offense. Our last play, we see the quarterback drops back, gets quick pressure. He's hit as he throws. The ball goes downfield. There's no whistle. The defense scoops the ball up in their own end zone, and number 15 is going to go 100 yards plus for an apparent score. Now, from an officiating standards perspective, when in question on pass fumble, we want the officials to rule fumble and let it play out. And as we go back and take a look at the replays, we quickly determined that the quarterback's hand was going forward with firm control of the ball. It was a pass that was incomplete. Now, I think this is one we could have ruled pass on the field, but replay is going to use our expedited review process here using our O2O, officials to officials communication, and we get a quick announcement from our referee.
The previous play has been reviewed. It was a forward pass. It is incomplete. It will be the next down.
This expedited review using our O2O system can be used when replay has immediate video evidence to overturn the call on the field, and it keeps the game moving, and the referee doesn't have to jog all the way down, go to the headset, and then come out and make an announcement of the replay outcome. So this is another way that we can be efficient and keep the game moving. Well, that's it for our plays this week, and we appreciate your time invested in these videos. And I hope they've been helpful this year in explaining football rules and officiating mechanics and standards in our great game. Best of luck to all as we move into our postseason.